audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Camille Majdali.
What a wonderful way to talk about our lives and to bring out those object lessons in the life of a biblical character like Sampson. We're talking about moving from weakness to strength. And Camille, when we talk about consecrating ourselves, whether it's our mouth or our hands, one of the big issues, no doubt, is our eyes. What wisdom can we talk about with regard to Sampson and our eyes?
All right. The story of Sampson is found in Judges chapters 13 to 16. And it is an amazing tale, and it's not mythology. We believe the story. It is validated in the New Testament. Sampson is one of the heroes of faith in Hebrews 11. And Sampson was God's chosen vessel to wreak havoc among the Philistines and to save his people Israel. He did some amazing things, but he had glaring weaknesses, and the scripture does not gloss over it. It tells it as it is. Perhaps his greatest weakness was his affinity to foreign women. Not one. He had three, at least, that we can know of that are recorded. And the wrong relationships will weaken and destroy, but the right relationships will bless and empower. That's a fact. So to summarize it, I would say Samson had eye trouble. His eyes were wandering where they ought not. And part of his issue was God was patient with him and God was gracious, but he misinterpreted God's patience and graciousness as permission to live his, multiple woman life and still think he could do all these things with impunity and have strength. So he needed to deal with his eye trouble. Quit looking in the wrong direction. Now, we are in a highly sensuous and visualized world to begin with, Neil. And in addition, men are visually orientated. So these are the challenges. But if a man can overcome those challenges and be consecrated and live a godly life, that's a very strong man. And so we learn from one particular passage of Scripture, Job 31 and verse 1. Here's what Job said in the middle of his suffering. I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid? Remember, he had a wife, so no sense looking at the young unmarried girls when you already have the one and only by your side. But it says here, Job made a covenant with his eyes. He says, I'm not going to be looking where I should not be looking. You know the phrase, you can look but not touch? Well, we go further. You can neither look nor touch.
This is an age-old problem, Camille, and I wonder what advice you might have for men who are saying, I've grappled with this for many years, and getting control over my eyes has been a real challenge. What would your thoughts be?
I love the quote attributed to Martin Luther, the reformer. It's brilliant. He says, I can't stop the birds from flying over my head, but I can keep them from nesting in my hair. We're going to be bombarded more than ever with all kinds of suggestive things that are meant to trip us up and bring us down. We have no control of the rubbish that the world is blasting out, but we do have control what we do with it. And one of the great phrases I learned is if you see something that you really don't want to be seeing or should be seeing, then just keep passing on. Keep going. Or, as Queen Elizabeth said, keep calm and carry on.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Camille Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.